junglers with so many kill lanes, you almost have too many options to go because you want that Aurelia to get the kill on the Gnar. You also want to help the Akali getting kills on his ear and bottom lane as well. There's just every lane is volatile now, so we know we're going to get action. This game is going to be fire.
Also, the last pick of the draft here for TL, Thresh for Core JJ. People love seeing Core JJ on playmakers, on champions that can decide, here is where we go in, this is how we're going to go in, this is where we're going to go in, and Core JJ being able to do that might be the recipe for success for Team Liquid to find their win here. So what I want to ask you guys now is specifically, since we've got the TL versus the CLG war banners here, Whippo, how do you want to see TL approach this early game?
So I actually want to say I really like the fact that... Fantastic, love hearing that. Some Team Liquid fans, always love to hear that. So I really like the fact that they drafted Ashe phase. Like, they just draft Ashe, they pick Kalista into it, and TL just went like, you know what, you self-counterpick yourself. I'm not even going to put in the effort of counterpicking your support. I'm just going to match Ashe into the Kalista and pick a strong pairing with it. Ashe Thresh is actually one of the strongest lane getting.
Yoshik's looking for it. Summit still has a little bit of the bar left here. Jumps in, misses the wallop.
Nice dodge.
Doka with a sidestep. Gets the stun onto Pioshik, can dash back to him, wants to flash away, uses the W to block some damage, but Summit just flings the boomerang for purchase thanks to the extra money that he had for the first blood. Means he's going to have a massive move speed advantage over Dokla, who only has the Vamp Scepter, no level 1 boots or anything, but CLG taking an opportunity to go after the first Drake of the game here. Very fast first Drake, 4-6. We're already at the point where Akali has hit the growth spurt that you were talking about. So there is that kill pressure. Palafox could go for that, but down here in bottom lane, it's Core JJ getting the hook onto Poom. Yon following it up with a nice arrow, but CLG's ready to completely fight this out because they have backup. They've got more men, and they get their first kill of the game.
It was actually until... But they do have the support roam early, and AD carry is coming, so...
Poom has ultimate.
3k health on the Rifto. They might just be helping them.
Eyeball's exposed. This will be the last eyeball proc that happens. Rift Herald running out of patience now. Regenerates a little bit. Still at about 2,000 HP. CLG looking
bottom lanes are coming.
Oh, one more eyeball does actually open. Arrow from across the map finds Palafox. Flash from Core JJ to follow it up with the chain CC. Beautifully done from Team Liquid.
At least something in return for this Herald. So incredibly aggressive, constantly contesting people, and it was working out. As you can see, Aurelia trying to be a little more aggressive.
Ooh, nice arrow from Yon here in bottom lane. Follow up from TL. Can't go after Kallista's support, though. That ulti, get out of jail free card.
Yeah, I love that. True support for Boom flashes in to block it, and here's that dive you were talking about. Guess what?
Honestly, beautifully played by Dokla. Something to mention there is he burns the flash, burns the ultimate, ult to put...
Hold on, boys. We got another fight down here in bottom lane. It's Yon under pressure as Luger and Poom are looking for it, but when Pioshik shows up, Luger has to flash away back underneath the turret to stay safe. Heal used by Yon. Exhaust.
Harry's coming too. Zero on bottom.
Yep, there's more plays to be made. TL still thinking about it, but with a TP showing up from CLG, they're going to back off. A man who's done both before, as CLG are going for the second Rift Herald of the game. Remember, the first one was used top to grab 2 plates for Dokla, as well as provide enough damage to knock down that first turret of the game. They're going to grab this second one now. We'll see where they want to use that. Of course, this does open up an opportunity for Team Liquid to grab their first Drake, stop CLG's Drake stacking potential win condition there, and it looks like Pioshik and Yon are going to go ahead and go forward with that as Summit applies pressure to the bottom lane tier 1.
Yeah, honestly, I think Team Liquid can be pretty happy to get the dragon here at least and stop that, but it does mean you're giving up in trade for it. Rift Herald number 2, which completely one-shots this side turret, and those things are worth a lot of gold, especially the 2 side ones here. 500 extra local.
Pioshik's burst, and then Pioshik also has the disengage in the form of Core JJ, so both sides having enough backup that nobody wants to fully commit, but now they're ready to go on Luger. Remember, he doesn't have the cleanse. He had to use it on the arrow earlier, so there's no way for him to get out of this. 1v3, you're not getting out anyway, so a nice pickup for TL.
Not bad.
All right, I'm looking forward now to this CLG mid-game plan that should be very side lane heavy.
Okay.
And they're calling multiple members down to Dokla again.
Yeah, and they're just following this up, exploding Summit before he has the chance to even transform. They're playing around Dokla, they're enabling this Irelia, and they really want to keep this train rolling. As Harry shows up with a TP to make sure that they cannot continue taking the tier 1
flash. So that's really unfortunate because next file, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill again.
Yeah, I mean, CLG have... Oh, never mind. Stun.
Dokla going in very early onto Harry here, but Harry's got backup, and Dokla has to flash away trying to stay alive. Arrow flies in, but doesn't quite hit the mark. Pioshik's got the slow, and Harry's got the damage. Team Liquid got the kill.
Good call
on the pit right now. They do have that Scuttlecraft vision secured to the side of CLG, but it's only going to last a few seconds longer. CLG grouping up, coming together. They're going to move for the Drake. Pioshik and the rest of Team Liquid ready to contest. Dokla arriving on the flank. CLG go in for the fight. The Drake is still at 6,000. It's no danger of being bursted down just yet. Boom goes in, finds a stun on 2. Palafox ready for the follow-up here, goes after Harry. Contract's very low, barely walks away from it. Palafox still wants to find the kill into Harry, but Dokla's already killed off Yawn. Palafox drops. Team Liquid has taken down 1 for 1, and CLG is backing away. The health bars are low, and Core JJ goes in to make it happen. Summit flies over the top, but Dokla's ready to fight back. It's big Doke, baby! He picks up 2, he picks up 3, he absolutely smears Team Liquid all over the floor!
That's Dokla Aurelia for you! Summit's the only one left alive, he can't steal the dragon, and CLG pull out a massive team fight. Big Doke's putting them on his back. This is why they are so confident in him on this pick. It is such an individual pick. You know, not that many LCS top laners will play it on stage. A lot will play it in scrims. But he makes it happen in the dragon fight, and that will be Baron on top of it. So many rewards for that outplay.
They go for the Baron here, so before we review the last game, we're gonna have to see if they can actually get this and get out, because someone is TPing in with Mega. Old Flash is practically burned from the last fight, but it does look like they're gonna be able to get it.
They might lose a man or two here. We'll see if Team Liquid's able to collapse in time. Palafox still back in the pit. Gonna be slammed into the wall from the Gnar ulti, but it's Akali. She's very mobile, very nimble, able to escape. And so CLG, they get a massive team fight win. They get themselves the soul point. They collect the Baron, and they do it all without anybody getting picked off on the end.
Everyone killed, masterfully played by Palafox, and obviously in the 1v3 earlier, Dokla managed to turn around the team fight and win. So really lovely stuff to see. This is the scariest thing about playing these champions on stage. You mentioned a lot of people scrim with them, but on stage, LTR comes out.
Forcing the cleanse out of Luger as Harry goes in. Ends up shuffling everybody else back. Contract stuck in the middle, has to flash to make room for the Vault Breaker to disengage. Again, it's CLG without Dokla, so they got to be careful here. Luger and Poom still off to the side. Summit looking to chase him out. Contracts being kept out of the fight again by Pioshik. And Team Liquid finds a way to force 5v4, go in and grab the turret. Ooh. But Palafox is looking for Yawn. Core JJ with a nice disengage, playing him back. But Dokla's ready to enter. All they're trying to do is keep Team Liquid around long enough for Dokla to show up, and he's into the back line. He drops the ulti, and Luger drops Summit. Core JJ's the sacrificial lamb, and Dokla sends him out to pasture. CLG find 2 more.
Honestly, masterfully played by Credit as well, onto one of the carries of TL to get enough gold to really turn this game around, as they are staring down a Cloud Soul. Not the scariest Dragon Soul, but still a pretty nice one for all these flanking champions trying to get in the middle.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a huge win for CLG, and my eyes are just glued to the minimap. Everybody's looking at Dokla. Everybody in the game is
I wanted to highlight Contract as Vi play this game. I actually think it's very hard to play a hard engaged, committing champion like Vi and not die a single time while still picking fights. Because he's been the main engage the majority of the game. Spoom gets caught warding all out by himself. No Kalista ult in range.
Yeah, that was
rest in peace.
Unideal.
Yeah, it was close on screen, almost in range there towards the end, but not quite enough.
As the Baron gets started up. Gonna see, I actually think they're going to commit to this Baron. They feel the pressure to make something happen to turn this game around.
Contracts could potentially steal. Palafox coming in on the flank. Dokla has teleported. Team Liquid has a 5v4, but they got to be careful. Contracts already ready to engage, and Team Liquid has to fall back. Summit's ready to transform, but into the back line goes Palafox. He's going to be taken low, taken down. Team Liquid, they're cutting him off. They're burying him. It's a shutdown back over to Yawn. They've taken out the Irelia. The king is dead, and Palafox died with them. Now CLG has to deal with a 3v5 scenario. Core JJ is very low. He's trying to just skirt the edges of this, be able to save somebody with a lantern if needed. Poom's got flash, Poom's got ulti. Contract still looking for a steal. Poom goes in. Summit tanks a lot of damage there. Baron's down to 3k. Contract's over the wall. Thinking about the Vault Breaker, goes in towards Pioshik. They want to focus Contract. He steals the Baron. CLG just stop them in their tracks. Pioshik still tries to fight a little bit longer. Contracts wants to get away. Aftershock keeps him protected. He shouldn't die to this. Yoshik keeps going in, but Luger's ready to go right back at him. Core JJ drop. Luger's finding more. Contract in the front line with a stasis to buy time. And CLG and Luger make pin cushions out of him.
Oh my God, CLG 3 members. They steal the Baron, they clean the team fight, and they wipe the TL base.
Man,
You can tell, because I know you've been there too, as a jungler, you just get smite stolen against. You know, Pioshik was enraged, so he chased them into the enemy
I was
jungle.
about to say, I felt like he was just mad.
Yeah,
Like,
you're just pissed.
Oh, we're 3v5. Why is this guy in the pit next to me?
How do you dare you do this on
knocked down our
stage?
Nexus.
Oh. Summit versus everybody on CLG. Palafox just cuts him down. CLG know they only have a few seconds left before the respawn start coming in, so they want to finish this game off pretty quick. Core JJ is the only man standing, throws out the box. Contracts and Poom and Luger trying to put some more DPS into the Nexus. Yes, Dokla finally dies with a fountain laser, but it's CLG starting off super weak with a